Belcher. I've made a lot of changes since then. You know, I've brought in some coaching staff, I've let some coaching staff go. You know, I've had to make some tough choices, but you've got to do it if you're going to keep evolving, keep moving, and keep being successful.
The Belcher fight's a long time coming, but do you think, especially against a lot of American fighters, that it was become a bit personal for you? I think maybe the English way gets lost in translation.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that. I mean, me and Belcher, you know, we've probably been looking at each other for the last 5 years, and you know, it's long overdue. Well, for him it is, not for me. You know, I've been focusing on bigger fish, so to speak. Yeah, it's become personal. You know, I mean, he did some videos. You know, the one thing that really upset me was he did a video, and on one of those videos he superimposed himself onto this image of Dan Henderson knocking me out, and he's there and he's pointing and he's laughing and he's doubling up in enjoyment, laughing his head off. You know, a fighter getting knocked out. Now, me myself, I don't take pleasure in seeing a fellow fighter getting knocked out. It all happens. If he fought somebody of the caliber that I fought, you know, it would have happened to him, believe you me. But he's been fighting and getting beat off guys like Akiyama and Jason Day. He hasn't been fighting Vito Belfort and Dan Henderson. So until he starts doing that, he really shouldn't be laughing at people for losing. And that was the one thing that really pissed me off, if I'm honest. I saw that and I just thought it was disrespectful to myself, disrespectful to the sport. You know, it's a cruel sport. You know, people get knocked out. You know, you don't laugh at that, whether you like the guy or not. You know, that's the way I feel, and it pissed me off.
But that wouldn't be the type of sort of humour that you were sort of used to in the English way. You just have a laugh and move on.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, there's a bit of that. It depends on the opponent. You know, sometimes I can have a laugh with him. You know, Brian Stan, you know, he was a good guy. And, you know, we had a few jabs back and forth, but it wasn't too malicious.
You look in your past and see like Corey Rivera. That was an absolute motivator for you more than anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
well,
the same way this time.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it when my opponents piss me off, and you know, listen, I'm not perfect myself. I certainly say things to my opponents, you know, but I encourage that, and I try and not manufacture it, but I try and, as I say, I encourage it because it motivates me. It generates interest, but I don't like to manufacture hype. But it generates interest for the fans. But for me, it really does motivate me, and I fight better when I don't like my opponent. So, rightly or wrongly, I try and find something I don't like and cling to it. To be honest.
Is there a fine line to walk though? When you know, it's like if you say things that get attention from the fans, but you also want to be known more for your fighting and winning as opposed to being a guy with funny lines.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't want to, you know, when I retire, I don't want to be known as a guy that had a few lines at a press conference or whatever. I want to be known for my fighting. I want to be known for a guy that went out there and always tried his best. You know, I think I will be. Yes, you know, am I a bit of a mouthy bastard at times? Yes, I am. You know, but that's also, you know, it's got you guys stood around there with your dictaphones out. So, well, we're at a press conference. But you know what I mean. It's a double-edged sword.
How about the fans? Because you kind of used to be the guy everyone hated. Now they kind of hated you so much they like you now.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, yeah, certainly lately a few guys are coming back on board. You know, listen, I've had a long career and I've done things I regret in the past. You know, you make mistakes, you learn from those mistakes. Yeah, you know, I think you can hear a faint cheering now and again when I fight in the States. So, you know, hopefully it continues.
What's one of your regrets?
One of my, there's been too many to mention. A life full of regrets.
What about the Chael fight? That was the fight that I think everybody thought was going to be the epic trash talk fight. And there was little on both sides. I mean, what happened there?
I mean, there was only 8 days. You know, that fight was booked on 8 days' notice, and I think, to be honest, we were both just focusing on the fight. Right. You know, and that's the kind of the line I went down. I said, let's just focus on the fight. But never mind the trash talk. We're gonna have a great fight this week, and let's focus on that. And you know, I don't know. Maybe Chael knew he'd met his match and kept his mouth shut. There's a lot of, if you dig, there's a lot to go at with Chael. You know, and I'll say it. So he never said anything. So I paid him the common courtesy and never said anything back.
Do you think the hype at all has gotten to Belcher though? Because with all the videos, things he was doing, he was very loud and boisterous. Then on the conference call earlier this week,
I think he has. The funniest thing I ever heard was that he said that I know for sure now I'm in Bisping's head. You know, if Alan Belcher thinks he's going to be the first person to get into my head, he's sorely mistaken. As I said, I fought a lot of good people. and I'm not about to let a guy like Alan Belcher be the one to put me in my place and keep my mouth shut and not talk. The reason I haven't been talking as much was because no one gives a shit. My phone hasn't been ringing every day because I'm fighting Alan Belcher. When I'm fighting Vito Belfort, yeah, my interview schedule was crazy. When I was fighting Alan Belcher, my phone wasn't ringing every day. So he thought he got in my head, and that's just crazy, absolutely crazy. Sorry, but what was your question?